Hi, everybody. My name is Ryan Yasuda, and I'm with the program on the environment at the University of Washington. Today, I'll be presenting on the limitations surrounding habitat conservation plans. So for some context, habitat conservation plans are described under the Endangered Species Act and are planning documents required as part of an application for an incidental take permit, which is needed when an action will result in the take or harm of a listed species. So to give you a better understanding of what this all means, say you were building a bridge and your project would result in the taking or harm of an endangered species of frogs. You would need to apply for an incidental take permit by constructing a habitat conservation plan that addresses the anticipated effects, how you will minimize and mitigate those impacts, and how you will fund the project. As you may have guessed, these plans are very complex and thus have a variety of limitations, which I will dive into a little later. So for my research question, I wanted to know what these limitations were, and how does knowing what these limitations are provide an opportunity to impact the success of these plans in the future? So what I found was that the biggest limitations regarding HCPs were the ability to adequately fund the projects, the lengthy development time, and insufficient data. All of these concerns mentioned in the interview responses, which the data shows in the middle, were in line with what I found from relevant papers. So funding is one of the bigger concerns, and the underestimation of the cost to put together an HCP, both now and into the future, leads to difficulty fully implementing the conservation plans. In addition, it disincentivizes people from wanting to pursue an HCP in the first place. Development time is also a problem, as time is money, and these plans can often take decades to get done, since there are a lot of people involved, a lot of moving pieces, and a lot of negotiations taking place. Furthermore, insufficient data about species of interest leads to insufficient conservation and management plans, since they are often not able to adequately represent the species at hand and the problems they may face. So I then wanted to know what factors experts considered important to the success of these plans, and found that, like most projects you've probably worked on, collaboration and trust, as well as a mutual understanding of expectations, are both vital components to the process. Since there are often many stakeholders involved, these plans are essentially large-scale group projects, and therefore the importance of components like collaborating and understanding of goals are underrated. Personalities, communication, and relationships play a role in the success beyond what beyond the components outlined in the guidebook. In addition, having adaptive management plans that can adjust to unforeseen circumstances or the presentation of new data only serves to further benefit the species at hand. Defining an appropriate range of alternatives to make a plan work over a long period of time will allow for flexible management that benefits the species at hand. So I also provided some quotes from the interviews to further highlight the difficulties associated with developing strong, successful HCPs. So why does this all matter? Well, in the context of our ever-changing world, endangered species are having to adapt and adjust to environmental pressures at an unprecedented rate. This provides real motive to improve the HCP process in order to assist these species in every way we can. More efficient and effective plans will help rework the current reputation HCPs have amongst applicants, leading to more applicant consideration and willingness to enter agreements that will benefit the species. So thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation, and I hope that you learned something new about habitat conservation plans.